Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And Jackson throwing once more. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Man open left side is Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal from the 6. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
For Baltimore.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, G, get off the field. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Track him 60.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 more yards.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
out of the gun. It's Burrow.
At the 36-yard.
Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Run for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Randy Bullock taking off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And more. He's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
And 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Ravens.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Back to Brown, this time complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018. 9th last year, but I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
By the Ravens.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Flushed out right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
That's good.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got a man open, it's Ross. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Again, it's Burrow.
2nd and 7.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Check. Ready, go.
That's out to the left and complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Ravens 17, Bengals 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go play action with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here's Carter now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. You.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mixon on the toss right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Just like that. Just like that. 58.
This will be caught at about the 6. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That catch good for only a couple. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Bengals 21. Ravens 17.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Play action. It's Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Second and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
For Baltimore, he's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Gain of 14.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of 2 yards.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And some room to work. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Bengals 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike 6. Hey.
Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
To Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, check Mike 6.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Check me out. 58, come on, 58, come on.
To the air again, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Safety's creeping.
Here's a run with Mixon. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 4th and...
They'll try and run with Mixon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They are on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense, of course.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check three.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
Today,
Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering where's that magic line for my kicker. They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals.